Okay, so I want to service the bottom bracket on the bike here. First of all, I want to take off the chain set, and I do that by using a 15mm wrench socket. Okay, so I want to stop the pedal going forward, so I'm going to put the this wrench in here, stop it going down, and I'm going to open it. And the bolt will pop out. Here we go. That's the bolt. Now this is not going to come off unless you have one of these. And what you do is you screw this in to the middle like that. That fits snug. Don't shear the thread. I need the 15 spanner. So I turn the outside one like this, and eventually it pushes it free from the axle. It falls away just like this. So you can put that down to one side. Now we need to take the other side off. Obviously you're going to remove the tool from the crank like that. By the way, this is one of those Shimano bio-paste chain sets. They're slightly elliptical. They were kind of popular in the 80s and they stopped making them in the 90s. It just gets rid of the dead spot when you're cycling. Bit of a novelty, but it feels powerful. So it's the same on the left side. Just keep at it. It'll eventually get away. You have to have the right tool for these. I've seen people attacking with hammers and stuff, which is shocking. Good way to destroy it. And there it goes. Perfecto. Okay, so this is a left-hand thread, and out it pops. Now the bearings look like they're after breaking out of their cage, so you got to be very careful you don't lose them. Yeah, they're a bit of a mess. This is the axle. Okay, you can see right in, and the other bearings are there, so I'm going to grease them. I'm going to pluck them out by using this plier, just backwards. Here we go. It's good to actually clean the cups with some white spirit, and I'm going to do that now. Get a chisel and just put the handle into the rag like that, and then soak it in white spirit. Just give it a bit like that. And it's going to go down into the bottom bracket. Clean off the gunk. There's no point greasing bearings if they're sitting in dirt, because it just grinds away more and wears it out. Onto those bearings. These get a lot of wear. You know, your weight's on these. You gotta grease these. I wear gloves so I don't get my hands dirty. The reason I don't want to get my hands dirty is that I'm handling the bike, picking it up and putting it back down, and it's just a nightmare because then your handlebars get all black. Just doesn't look very good. So when you're touching the bike, take the gloves off. And before I put it back on, I want to clean some grime off this cup as well. Okay, pop bearings back in. Okay, so here's a tip when you're putting it back in. I'll put the ball race and the cup on the actual spindle, pressing it down in, because the bearings can fall out and just have a lot of hassle. Put your hand underneath it here while you're tightening back. Oh, make sure that's tight and give it a clean. No harm to clean it. They're hard to get to places when the chain sets on. You don't want much play in it, so you start putting this back, the outer ring, and you just need to get rid of any play without over tightening. If you over tighten it, you wear the bearings, plus it makes the bike hard to cycle. Now just tighten the outer ring. There you go. Done. Okay, now I'm going to put the crank back on. Doesn't matter where it goes. Don't over tighten these. Just like this. That's enough. And that. And that's it, they're on. Okay, so it's good to go. Just thought I'd mention, I just replaced the pedals. Unfortunately, the Shimano PD A550s. I like toe clips and I like the look. The toe clips cracked and they're just getting harder to get, so it's actually cheaper to buy the clipless, as they call them. Shimano shoes to match. So there, it's ready to roll. It's a 1987 or 1988 Raleigh 501, and it's a beautiful, beautiful smooth ride on the roads. It's got Mavic wheels, and more or less everything is Shimano. The chain set, the rear derailleur, front derailleur, brakes, all Shimano. Yeah, till next time, take care.